January 10th. What time we have that, 5 o'clock?
Yes.
At 5 o'clock, dealing with personnel and litigation items. That's my only announcement. So, oh yeah, I did skip the meeting minutes.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, approval of meeting minutes from the December 12th, 2023 regular scheduled meeting. As we discussed when that meeting was going on, we as a board would have to approve those, although you weren't board members at the time, you were all in attendance for that meeting. I don't know.
So the motion to approve the minutes for December 12th, 2023, subject to the recommendation by the remaining board member, Michelle Dupree. That's your motion. Somebody.
Go ahead.
You making that motion?
Yes, I am.
Yeah, I'm seconding that motion. So, Mr. Spear made the motion, Dupree second. Any conversation on that? As I stated, we were all here, and we've all reviewed the meeting minutes that were prepared, so. Roll call, all in favor?
Aye.
The January 2nd reorganization meeting of 2024. I make a motion to approve those minutes.
Second.
Carl was quicker.
Okay.
Dupree, Hanford, second. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Okay. My announcement was the executive session held today at 5 o'clock. Township reports. I know that Chief Harris called my business right before I was leaving for the executive session, but I don't know if he was saying that they weren't available. My husband told me he called right as I was leaving. So we'll assume that there is a report in there. I know Suzanne had some questions, but maybe we can reach out to him. We need to.
You got an officer sitting right there.
Oh, there he is.
Lieutenant's here.
I didn't see you.
How are you?
My husband didn't even say a darn thing. I'm like, there's a police, I know there's a police report. Maybe Chief Harris was saying that he couldn't, no one could make it. Okay, so Sergeant Lenzi's actually here to give the report. I just didn't see him.
Yeah, I forgot a bunch of.
I like going unnoticed.
He's
For
our
those of you
undercover
who-
sergeant. You're sergeant.
Lieutenant.
Lieutenant.
That's okay.
Oh, no.
For
I
those
didn't-
of you who aren't familiar with me, I'm Lieutenant Lenzi with Monongahela City Police. I'd like to say to the new board members, welcome, and Chief Harris and I look forward to working with you guys. For the December 2023 report, approximately 738 miles patrolled, 53.8 gallons used. Now those two numbers would not include the K9 patrols. We obviously can't factor that in because he patrols Monongahela and Union Township on a day-to-day basis, so
Yeah.
I wouldn't be able to break that down. 81 calls for service, 8 traffic contacts, 12 vehicle accidents, 4 alarm calls, 2 public service assists, 8 requests to assist EMS and or the fire department, 3 check welfare requests, 2 reports of suspicious activity, 5 theft reports, 4 domestics and or disturbances. There were no drug overdose calls. There was 1 drug-related arrest and 1 warrant service. 4 criminal complaints filed for the magistrate's report, where 4 individuals were arrested in the township on the following charges. DUI for 1, communications with 911 systems for 1, possession of a controlled substance, 1, possession of drug paraphernalia, 1, recklessly endangering another person, 1, criminal mischief, 1, and false reports, 1. That would be all I have for that.
Could I ask a question?
Yes,
please?
ma'am.
Since I'm new, I just wanna understand
Sure.
this. It says 81 calls for service, but then the ones that are listed, they don't add up, like 80, there's not 81 things that,
For the numbers that you're seeing here,
yeah,
how far off was it?
like half.
Let me look into that for you.
Like it says 81 calls for service.
Well, I tell you what I can do. So the report that I print out, it has calls on there that aren't on here. So there's certain calls, phone call requests, tips that we receive,
Oh, okay,
stuff that we have to put in the computer
okay,
that they don't go on here.
okay,
Juveniles,
Could be
okay,
one of them. I can bring that report. It's a printout. It tells you all the dates and times of every single call,
yeah,
but that's why it wouldn't add up here. I had
okay.
to think about that for a second.
And
'Cause
one other
that's one
question.
thing that hasn't come up. Good eye,
So it says, I'm a numbers person.
not me.
So it says, they're broken down, 3 welfare checks, 2 reports of suspicious activity. Now, can these cross over, like, 1 theft report could be also the suspicious activity? Or are these
Not-
individual,
Not necessarily for that. The only ones that could cross over
are the ones at the bottom?
are the what?
The ones down at the bottom would cross over?
No,
right?
not necessarily.
I think so.
Request-
I think it says 4 people arrested in it for these various things.
You mean, are you talking about the magistrate report at the bottom? Or are you talking about the calls up top?
Well, actually, both,
Both? Okay, so for the calls up top,
yeah,
the only ones that can really cross over are the request to assist EMS and the fire department
okay,
rather than a drug overdose. So if an officer goes into the system to put this report in and instead of choosing a drug overdose, he chooses request to assist EMS and their fire, then it could fall under that. But
okay,
most of those I go through, if I have one that I don't remember seeing, I will look it up and see if it's a drug overdose. And if it is, I in fact change it.
oh, okay.
So for the bottom ones, yes, some of these people,
Got arrested for multiple things.
crimes,
Okay.
yes.
Well, that's what I was asking about the top, because I saw that there were 81 calls,
Mhm.
and then I saw that there weren't that many listed.
Right, for domestics and disturbances, we combine those together. Sometimes they're one and the same,
Right,
so that would be the reason we do that.
okay,
There may have been 3 domestics and 1 disturbance that we got called,
okay,
or vice versa.
okay, thank you.
Wait,
You're welcome.
I have a question for you guys. So since he's here, it put me in mind of, is there anyone here on the board that wants to start organizing, meetings with our police chief and the solicitor, and we have a contract too. Right now, we're without contract. So we have to start that, and rather than all of us going at everybody all at the same time, is there anyone here that wants to organize that meeting? I can get all the proposed, contract that they had proposed in 22 together, and the information together, but is there anyone that wants to be the organizer, like, schedule with the solicitor's office and the police chief and us?
A meeting to discuss the old
Their
and new
contract.
contract.
Yeah, what we're gonna do as far as the contract, to have a contract negotiation with our police department.
If we don't organize meeting, we still attend.
It'll be contracts are executive session type stuff, so it would be one of us organizing for the rest of us in the solicitor's office and the police chief and whoever they would wanna bring to start this negotiation process, because right now we're without contract.
I'd say sooner than later, right?
Yeah, I just wanna know who's gonna be the liaison, who's gonna be the organizer.
What time?
Okay, I'll organize it. Yeah, I'll organize it.
That's fine.
Okay, and I'll reach out to you guys, I'll give everybody like three dates or something based on the solicitor's office and the chief's office.
Thank you.
you be doing the daytime talk, right?
Absolutely. It'll be a daytime thing. And I don't know if I've never did this before with the police department, so I don't know if they bring their solicitor, I really don't know. if they
Kevin will
bring
make it
on.
real easy for you.
Okay, I did sit down with, the chief and Dave Eskin and Terry Gladys back in the day, but then that just never,
Fell through, yeah.
it wasn't even Dave, it was, Dave was with the EMS, so I apologize, it was me and Terry and, the chief. So I have notes from that meeting and different stuff. So, I'll reach out to you guys when you guys are available, and when the solicitor's office is available, and the chief. So tell them it's on mark for
Will do.
sometime in January.
Absolutely,
Thank you.
absolutely. Thank you guys.